my angels, this is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! So you know what happened? So I filmed this exact same video yesterday. I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, yes, I mean, you're filming on time nowadays, you're doing stuff like regularly. Then I came back from home in the evening and I was like, let me edit the video so that you guys can see it today. And while editing, I noticed that my false lashes, they were like here. This is like a new level of low for me. I'm like, how? I filmed for almost 45 minutes. This thing within 5 minutes was like down here and I did not notice. I was so like engrossed in like filming, and this is what I say when I speak to you guys, like I'm in it, you know? And while filming, this thingy is like slowly, I can see it like coming lower, because that lash didn't stick and I thought it did. And I guess it was just sitting and resting on my natural lashes. And by the time I came and sat here and you know me, like la 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 la, and it's like tick 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 tick, tick, and I'm like, how? It was embarrassing looking at myself. I was just like, so here I am filming this again. So I'm gonna be like not talking about this and that. Let me just try and be like, they had a life of their own. They went on a different journey. They were like, nope, we're not interested in filming anymore. We decided to travel, you know. But you know, the best part is that I don't mind, because all these perfumes, this haul is, I got it. Her confession. Look at the box. Oh my gosh. So this is like iridescent, the box, you know, and then it opens like that and you have like a little write-up, and then you have your beautiful bottle. The bottle is exactly like your eclair, but it just has like a different cap. Let me give you a close-up. So that's it. Lady with a bun, you know. And the cap is plastic. It's very cheap. As a matter of fact, it has no weight to it. And the body is exactly like that of eclair. Now, am I in focus? Yeah. Now I'm going to be so like conscious, you know. So you know how desperate I was to get this bottle. Although I knew it might be a suicidal thing, because if you know, I do not like milky notes, and I had not laid my nose on Blanchette. So I was like, I'm not sure if it's going to be too milky for me, because I can't stand perfumes that smell like cow's milk, like too dairy. There's a difference between lactones, like that give just like a little lactonic feeling to your perfume, and it's a different story when it smells like dairy, you know, like dairy, like you're sniffing milk, raw milk, you know. It's like, and I'm allergic, not allergic, but I'm lactose intolerant. So the smell of milk bothers me a lot, yeah. I love this perfume. I cannot like show more appreciation. Ever since I tried it, the first time I sprayed it, I was like, la 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 la. I went to the living room and Ali was sitting there and he was like, what are you wearing? It's beautiful. And I was like, okay. His eyes started gleaming, like he was like, wow, you know. So I came and sprayed it all around him and he was all like happy. And then ever since then, either I'm wearing it in the morning or I'm wearing it like before sleeping, but I have been wearing this on a daily basis. Now, while it is not like a perfume that is very unique or revolutionary or something that you have not smelled before, let me get one thing out of the way. This does not smell like Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Her. That's the perfume which I don't like. That milk smell in that, it's a bit too overwhelming. It's too sweet mixed with those lactones, and it's just wrong. That composition for me personally was not okay. A lot of people love it and I'm just not one of them, right? This, on the other hand, think of it like as lactonic, not milky, lactonic, with few drops of tonka in it. Although it's not listed, it has like a little bit of coconut milk kind of feeling as well. It does not feel too milky or too creamy. It's still very light and airy. To that, you might want to add like tons and tons of vanilla, and then add a dash of cinnamon and a little bit of white florals, just the fresh part of the white florals, the top part, you know. That's it. That's a perfume. It's pretty, you feel ethereal, you feel light, airy. There's one note I'm picking up over here. You might not be that sensitive to that note. I am. It's there like in 1% in the perfume, so you might not even notice it. And it's definitely not prominent. So don't feel like, oh, it's Play-Doh-y and I will not like it. It's not like that at all, right? So don't get scared while I'm saying, I just detect. I'm just letting you know what I'm detecting, and it's there, 1%, plaster of Paris, not Play-Doh. There's this particular note over here called mystical. Okay, let me tell you the notes first. Top notes are cinnamon and mystical. Middle notes of jasmine, tuberose, incense and mahonia. And the base notes of tonka bean, musk and vanilla. I don't detect tuberose like a bubblegummy tuberose. Told you it's like jasmine and tuberose like in the white floral format. It's not really like a heavy dose of florals. Incense, I can't really smell it at all. To me, an incense smell like bogs you down. It's like, not bogs you down, but it's a little heavy in perfumes, right? This is not. It's very fresh. Rest of the notes are making perfect sense. So what is this mystical note? It's supposed to be a weird, earthy, smoky, resinous kind of note. And I guess that's what's adding that little bit of a mystery to this perfume, because it definitely doesn't smell like simple notes like milk, tonka, cinnamon, vanilla, or coconut, which is not mentioned, you know. And the coconut also, it's not a heavy dose of coconut, so don't expect it to be coconut perfume. Like, I know a lot of people love coconut perfume, so this is not coconut forward. It's just like you can detect the coconut in the background. The sweetness in this is like 30%, which is the best part of this perfume. It's because it's not that sweet, you don't feel sick, you don't feel like yuck, it's like too sticky, too sweet, not wearable, you know. Or you wear it for a little while, after some time you'll get bored of it because it's just too sweet, you know. All weather, day and night, you can pull this off. There's no specific, like you would think this would be like more suitable for fall and winter. I don't think so. I think I can wear this in summer and actually feel cool. I'll feel like nice. There's no Middle Eastern vibe in this. The projection is like 2 feet. Longevity, I would say, is like 7 hours. Stays like, you know, the first 20 to 30 minutes, it projects a lot. That's where Ali just smelled it on me. Plus I had doused myself because, you know, it's the first spray. First time I'm spraying it, I'm like everywhere. Initially it projects a lot, but then it becomes a skin scent. That's why I'm saying 1 to 2 feet. Initially it projects much more. Now, comparing this to Blanche Bête, I had bought this sample way before I had bought this perfume, because I had kept it ready. I was like, the moment this perfume comes, I have to be ready with my review. And like I said, I purchased my samples from ashperfumes.ae, and I trust this guy because I know he does not just have, you know, you have those fake perfumes going around in the market, and you just know when you see the bottles when they're on their Instagram, on their socials, when they're making little vials, and you're like, that's not an original, you know. So yeah, this guy, I know he has he'll show you the bottles as well if you want to see it. Now let me just respray the her confession as well, so that both of them are side by side, because I just want to see. Initially, yesterday when I checked it, it was not, there was no difference. There is a difference if you smell it, like, of course, like, you know, sticking your nose, there is a slight difference. So it's that plaster of Paris smell, which is there in this one, and in this one it's not. Blanche Bête is tad bit sweeter, like a little bit, and Tonka is more in the her confession. That's it. But in the air, if you smell it like that, they both smell identical. And I love this perfume so much. I have been obsessing, loving it. I know if anybody will smell it on me, they will like it. It'll definitely not be a perfume that anybody will find offensive. It's very wearable, you know. And depending on how much you spray on yourself, you can wear it anywhere in any situation, I feel. Okay, maybe not for clubbing, or maybe not like when you're trying to really impress people, because it's not like it's not a substantial perfume. It's not like look at me or smell me before you see me kind of perfume, right? But it's a nice perfume that you can wear in a brunch, like lunch, dinner, gathering with friends, work. You can wear it for grocery shopping. You can wear it when you just go out for a drive. You can also wear this on a date. So, you know, it's a pretty fragrance. It also kind of feels like an aunt who's very, very rich, and she wears like all this, you know, she'll not wear anything short of like Gucci or Dior or Louis Vuitton, you know, and like she normally wears like white clothes and has like gold jewelry. And that aunt, if she gives you a hug, I might have ruined the whole impression I set about this perfume. But hear me out. Like, the celebrity I gave this to was Nicole Kidman. I recently saw Netflix, or was it Amazon, I'm not sure. It was called Perfect Couples, or Perfect Couple. And the way her personality, her nature, the way she was in that, it smells like that. It does smell a little bit like cold, but like a rich person cold, if that makes sense to you. And the color perception for this is ceramic white. It's perfect. It's this. The bottle, by the way, especially because I got that plaster of Paris smell, I was like, oh my gosh, so apt, So it's perfect. The color perception is this ceramic white, Did I say my rating? It's 10 out of 10. Next is another one which I was like scared to purchase because first of all, the bottle, like these bottles are like for me like disgusting. I know a lot of people find it weird, but there's some people who actually love this bottle and I'm like, how? I need to get the name right. Artisan Ethnique. This is the box. Can you see that thingy? I don't even know what it is, but it disturbs the heck out of me. And of course it comes with the iconic box of theirs, It's cardboard, but it feels like wood because they have like a sticker thing around it. And then this is the bottle. I have no idea why, but this bothers me a lot. I don't know. I just don't want to even look at it. I'm like, spray it like this, Anyways, I was also scared to buy it because I thought it'll be another angel share flanker or something which is inspired by angel share. And I was right. In a way, it could be a flanker for angel share. But hear me out. This one doesn't smell like a whiskey dominant perfume or rum or cognac or something. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me not say all the alcohol. It doesn't smell like whiskey. The moment I sprayed it, I loved it. I was like, dude, I was not expecting. After seeing this, whatever that is, I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen. This probably is going to be one of those perfumes, sickly. I love Angel Share. I love so many of its flankers. Or at least I did love it. You remember Baccarat Rouge, how we got fed up because we were smelling it everywhere. There were just too many flankers. Same thing happened with that. To a point that now I don't pull up. I love Intoxicate by Khadlaj. It's somewhere over here. I love Khamra, which is not exactly like Angel Share, but it's there, I stopped wearing all of those because I'm like, I'm just done with this DNA, because you just got sick of it. It's overdone. I'm so happy because while that DNA is there in the background, in the front, you have this syrupy molasses smell. It opens very rummy, boozy, vanilla cinnamon. It's very, very sweet. In the middle, you have like your caramel or molasses, actually not even caramel, more like molasses. And then you have coffee and cacao together, which is like awesome. But the main note overall, when you smell all this, it smells like molasses. You feel like you're eating a dessert, like a crepe or something with molasses on it, and you're drinking like black coffee. Kind of smells like that, but the coffee note is not too strong. So it's not like a dark roast coffee, it's like a light roast, not even a middle roast. And you are standing next to a person who's eating this and you can smell all of those things together. That's exactly how this perfume smells like. And I am really liking the molasses smell in this. The top notes for this are rum, cinnamon and sugar. Middle notes of caramel, coffee, cacao and oak moss. And the base notes of vanilla, labdanum, tonka bean and cashmere wood. So it's cold and warm together. Normally, you know what? I should give color perception and I should give you the warmth level or the temperature, Is it warm? Is it medium warm? Is it like cold? Is it neutral, This feels cold sometimes and sometimes it feels warm. It's like both. It's spicy kind of a thing, but cold spicy. That makes sense to you. Like cinnamon. Cinnamon is that spice that makes you feel cold, but it's a spice which is like supposed to be hot, right? What am I talking about? Okay, so coming back. It does smell a little chemically, a little synthetic, but not in a bad way. I don't mind it. I don't mind that synthetic smell it has. I feel it's like actually, if it was more realistic, it would get too sickly and too annoying. But because they use these very synthetic notes, I like it. I like it. It's very strictly not even like Dubai fall, but otherwise other countries fall and winter, I suppose. Summer, you cannot pull this off. Even at night, you cannot. Even if you go for dinners and stuff, I doubt that anybody will appreciate in a summer season that you smell like this, even if you're indoor. It's too thick and too syrupy. Think of molasses and you will know exactly how this perfume smells like. The best part is because it has labdanum in the base, which is like your, like slightly resinous, earthy, but you also have your oak moss. All these together, they kind of give you like a little animalic and a little earthy quality and a little like woody kind of thing going on as well. And because it has a cashmere wood, it gives you like this warmth towards the dry down. It's amazing. I love it. I will not give it a 10 out of 10 because I know that this bottle is going to it's going to last me like 10 years probably, because you barely need to use this. 2 sprays is a lot for me as well. So 2 sprays, guys, like stick to 1 initially and then go for 2. I just realized I've not worn rings. Anyways, besides the ugly bottle, the perfume is a solid 9 out of 10. I think it's unisex, but I do have an inclination that's slightly female. But then, sometimes I feel like a perfume is feminine or unisex, or unisex leaning feminine, and then people like comment that it's not, it's so masculine. So beware, it is like in the same like flanker level of angel share. The projection for this is like 4 feet, and the longevity is 8+ hours. It lasts a very, very long time. Creates a bubble around you of molasses and cinnamon and coffee, which you will like smell like this for the rest of the day. The next day your laundry is also going to start smelling like this. And I thought long and hard about a celebrity because I wanted to assign this to a female, because for me this is unisex leaning female, which means a woman has to be with both feminine and masculine energy, and she should be like a powerful woman. And I could not help but think of Michelle Obama. Like I was like, she probably smells like this. She's family oriented, but at the same time she has her own things going on. And the color perception was plum. I'm thinking like it's like more like it's actually not plum. You know what? I'll change it. It smells maroon. Yeah, it smells like a deep, deep, deep maroon or burgundy. Burgundy would be the right color. When I make up my I'll put the color perception for you. I'll choose one of these. But right now I do feel like it's not plum, it's not maroon. It's like a mix of the two, and burgundy is like the right word for it, the color for it. Next we have 3 perfumes, which I was a little skeptical about, but this was sent to me by Paris Corner. They were kind enough to send me a lot of perfumes, and I loved the fact that when they got in touch with me, they literally told me, first of all, they sent me a box load of perfumes, and then they were like, we do not expect you to go and say only good things. We want you to be exactly the way you are and say exactly what you feel about each perfume. I like that because the brand has confidence. Whenever a brand tells me, go speak your mind, they are confident enough. I might like a perfume, I might not like a perfume. Doesn't mean the perfumes I dislike, other people will not like, and the perfumes I like, everybody's going to accept it. I like very heavy, strong, unique, strange perfumes. Not everybody's going to like that. But I do also like perfumes like Her Confession, which is not very out there and everything. But maybe some people might not like a lactonic kind of fragrance, So we have the Ophidian collection. They have the Mango Bliss, then they have the Black Cherry, and then they have another one called Sweet Surrender. Yeah. All the bottles are the same. I packed one of them in this box because I wanted to show you the unboxing experience. That's how it opens up. You have like the circular thing on all the boxes, and then inside you have like a story thing going on. And the bottle, everybody who is afraid of reptiles and snakes and stuff, look away for a little while. I'll tell you when it's safe to watch again. Bottle is amazing. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it does have this snake wrapped around it, but look at the details. It's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. The snake is not flexible. It's like a, Okay, it's safe to watch now. Actually, it's not. I just remember, how will I do the review if I don't show the bottle and everything, right? So this one is supposed to be a dupe for God of Fire. Guys, unfortunately, I don't have God of Fire. I tried to get like a decant and I could not. And I do have another perfume from Lattafa, which is there. Yeah, there. It's the Ajaib Dubai Portrait, which was also supposed to be a dupe for God of Fire. They are so different from each other that I'm wondering what God of Fire smells like, because they're not alike. When I smell this, I was like, okay, it's a very mango heavy fragrance, but definitely does not smell like anything I have in my collection. It's very, very different. And this is something I wanted in a mango fragrance. It's very, very unique, that's for sure. It starts off with a very zesty, lemony mango, with a strong ginger note. So it is like, it opens up very like a ripe mango, but not a very juicy one. And then suddenly, because of that ginger, you start feeling like the mango is green for some reason. You know, you have some mangoes, when the mango is raw, it's green, right? And then it turns like your mango color. If you cut the raw mango, it doesn't smell like that. There are some mangoes that are green on the outside, but when you cut it, they're ripe on the inside. It smells like that. It smells like those mangoes. Let me tell you the notes so that you understand what's going on in this perfume. Top notes are mango, lemon, ginger, and red berries. Middle notes of woody notes, coumarin and jasmine. And the base notes of musk, amber, oud, and cypriol oil. Now, the opening, for sure, you have your mango, lemon, and ginger. It's very clear. It's very like, the moment you smell it, you just know exactly what you're smelling. The red berries, they don't smell like berries. It smells to me like hard candy, not hard candy. The candies that you suck on. And that candy, if it was like a mix of berry and lemon, how it would smell like, you know. Then in the middle, although the cypriol oil is like mentioned towards the end in the base notes, I start smelling the cypriol oil like from the beginning. Kind of smells like dry hay. It smells like slightly woody, a little herbaceous as well, you know. So the cypriol oil is definitely not in the base notes, somewhere in the middle. What else do you have? You have woody notes, coumarin and jasmine. Jasmine is there again in a very mild fashion. It's not really like screaming or shouting or trying to get attention. It's just there, okay, chilling out. The predominant notes are fruits in here, not the florals. And then in the dry down, you have your woody, earthy notes. You have your musk, amber, oud, and cypriol oil. Oud is something I'm not being able to detect over here. But maybe it's coming in the form of a woody note and not really like the oud. I'm normally pretty good at identifying oud, but there was another perfume where everyone was asking me that, don't you smell the oud? And I'm like, no, I can't. I forgot what the name was. But yeah, in this as well, I don't smell the oud. The perfect way to describe this perfume would be like, you have your mango, lemon, ginger, very prominent. You have that berry candy, you know, the dark candy. And then you have your earthiness, your herbaceousness, and your woody notes, you know. And then the sweetness is coming from your amber and your musk, but it's there in a very mild way. I think this is unisex and it leans a little masculine, because this is something I know it will not be something I'll gravitate towards a lot. But there'll be times that I'll be like, I need to wear this perfume, this mango. The projection is like 3 to 4 feet. It's very strong. By the way, this entire range, it's like quite strong. So be careful of how much you spray. Longevity, 8 hours for sure, if not more. I'm just being very conservative by saying it's 8 hours. And the rating for this, I would say, is like an 8 out of 10, you know. And the celebrity I had chosen for this was Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza, because of her nature. She's like strange, first of all. She's funny, but she's also like weird, and it's just very difficult to read. Like, she's always has this other face on that you don't know how she is actually. That's like what this perfume reminds me of. But I also find her very attractive, you know. So she's definitely the Mango Bliss. And initially the color perception I've written over here, tangerine. Yeah, the color tangerine. But now the more I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like a mix between this color and this color. I mean, that's just gold, but think of it not being shiny. So I'll try and put the color for you, because I don't know what that color is called. It's not khaki, it's like khaki with this, more of this, not the, you know. I'll try to find the name of that color. It's giving me that color. So I love the fact that all these bottles, they kind of have the color perception done right. The next is Black Cherry. This is my favorite, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the bottle again is like gorgeous. The box is like gorgeous. They all are the same, all three of them. Let me try not drop it. I have my eyelashes in place. Yes, they are. That's it. That's your bottle. So beautiful. Like, I can't wait to put these on the vanity. You know, I thought I would do it yesterday, but then I had to refilm this entire video. This perfume confused me. By the way, all of these are for $35. Yeah, I bought it for $35 from pariscorner.ae. Yes, it is cheaper over here than other countries because it's made over here, you know. I think in other countries it'll probably be $45. Yeah. Now, first impression. This one would be like a woody oriental. The Mango Bliss was also a woody oriental, by the way. None of these are listed on Fragrantica. First impression. You opened a bottle of red wine and you can smell the wine because it was like packed, and when you open it, you get the strong smell of red wine, but you also smell the cork, the thingy that you put on the bottle. You take a sniff, smells like that. It's a woody wine smell in the opening. At least it'll change. As much as the Mango Bliss was linear, this one is very, very dynamic. It's going to change so much within 30 minutes. But you have to put up with that red wine smell. If you don't like the red wine smell, you're going to not appreciate this perfume. Let me tell you the notes and everything while this settles down. Top notes are cherry, raspberry, bergamot and woody notes. Middle notes of praline, heliotrope, rose and oud. And the base notes of tonka bean, patchouli, vetiver and incense. Now, you would expect, see the transitions, it says fruity notes in the opening, but it's a boozy, like a fermented, right? That's like, fermented is the proper word. All your berries and cherries and everything. It's like already toning down. But in the middle, you have heliotrope, rose, oud and praline. Heliotrope, I can barely smell it, but praline with the oud and rose are there. This is the part where I feel it kind of smells like Fenty, Rihanna's Fenty perfume, but just the rose and oud part. Or you could also call it the CDN Intense, the Club de Nuit Intense. But the Fenty part is very, very less, maybe like 15%. Yeah, it's just the rose oud is that category rose oud. If you have smelled it, Now the perfume is beginning to smell powdery, woody, a little incensey, so when it's drying down, it's changing a lot. So from that very fermented fruits kind of smell, it transitions along with the woods being there from the beginning, starts changing, and now it's becoming like a still very cherry heavy, but the cherry is boozy cherry. It's like a fermented, think of it as if there was a cherry liquor again, but not like a very strong one. It's there mixed with the wood. That's why I was thinking of that cork of the wine, Now it's becoming like very, very synthetic cherry in the background, but then you have your incense, your little bit of rose and oud, and then you have your incense mixed with like vetiver and patchouli. So it's becoming earthier as well. So it's very strange because it's boozy, powdery, woody, and it's incensey and earthy. All of it is together. That wine kind of smell, it does not go away, by the way. You'll always smell it. Of course, like on the strip, it's smelling stronger, but when in the air, it kind of like reduces a lot towards the end. It kind of smells like a posh vampire that only drinks blood from rich people, Like they would go like drink blood from Elon Musk or Warren Buffett, that level of rich, But it's very dark, it's very goth, it's very, again, it smells almost like not even a vampire. It kind of smells like a succubus or something. It smells almost a little evil. Like, I don't want to use those words, but it's very dark. It's a dark feminine. It's definitely meant for women because I don't think a guy can pull this off. It'll be weird because actually they can. You never know. If they wear suits, well dressed and everything, they can for sure. Again, I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this. So I don't think these are like intentional dupes for anything except for the last one. So, or maybe I just don't know what they're duping, But so far, I have nothing I can guarantee in my collection that smells like this. The dry down is the part where I am obsessed with this. I like it so much. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. And every time I spray it, for some reason, I go nose blind. But all my colleagues and at home, Ali can smell it. But I keep respraying this. So beware, you do get nose blind to this perfume. But when I come home and then after I move around, have dinner and stuff, and when I go to the laundry, I can smell this perfume, So it's definitely there on the clothes, you just don't smell it. Now, despite the oud being here, I would give the Middle Eastern vibe in this like a mid-level, not like, it's kind of like equally Middle Eastern and Oriental, if that makes sense. This is definitely feminine. I don't want to say unisex, yeah. Projection is like 3 to 4 feet, longevity 8 hours for sure. My rating for this is a 10 out of 10. And the color perception for this is 110% wine. That's the color that comes to mind, yeah. And the celebrity, no other than I don't know any woman who's the exact human form of a dark feminine person, It's Megan Fox, especially in that Jennifer's Body movie. I know that she was very young and peppy and everything. That's the only part that I'm not agreeing with because this perfume does not smell that youthful. But I'm just saying Megan Fox in general, how she is and the energy she gives out, it's that energy. Now, the last but not the least is, I don't want to say the least of my favorite because I do like it quite a bit and I will probably use it the most out of all these three because it is, okay, first let me tell you the name. This is called Sweet Surrender. The bottle is the most pretty of all of the other. This is more like a gray gold, you know. First one was mango gold, the second one was wine gold, and this is like a grayish gold. Very beautiful. Presentation is like A+. Oh wow, the cap was not fully on. Anyhow, this is a dupe for Billie Eilish #1, which means it also smells like Nebras. The only difference in this is like I feel this is a little better blended than Nebras. Like Nebras, you feel like it's two separate notes and they've not blended well. You feel like the gooey caramelly chocolate smell on one side, and then you have like this aromatic, some people call it minty, some people call it frankincense, some people call it menthol, some people call it camphor even. That smell, it's separate. You feel like you're smelling it in two separate ways. In this, I feel like it's like mixed together like really well. If somebody shook Nebras really hard and then everything got mixed up together. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. Plus, I feel like this is a little watered down. This is like 75% strength of Nebras. So I feel this is more variable. But that does not mean this is not strong enough to be like, the projection longevity is very, very good. It's just not very overwhelming is what I'm trying to say. Which is why I feel like this is probably going to be one of those perfumes I'm going to pull a lot, because it is everything I look for in like a gourmand. I don't like just like pure edible gourmand. I like the gourmand and just have like something in there, like an oomph, which you feel the je ne sais quoi, like you're like it smells edible. Like if people smell this on you, they'll want to take a bite from you, but if they take a bite from you, they'll probably end up dying, because it has some sort of toxic thingy going on. Okay, stop seeming. But yeah, it does smell like that, guys. I can't help it because that aromatic or whatever that note is there in the background, I don't know. To me, it smells like mixture of camphor and frankincense, but it is very strongly there, yeah. And it does smell like something that you can't eat. If you eat it, you will definitely get sick or die, yeah. So beautiful fragrance. I love it a lot. I don't know how much I can describe this perfume. Okay, let me tell you the notes. Top notes are sugar, red berries, and mandarin orange. Middle notes of vanilla cacao, spicy notes and rose, and the base notes of tonka bean, amber musk, and woody notes. To everybody who does not know what Billie Eilish smells like or Nebras smells like, it's very sugary, very cacao. Caramel is not listed, but it does have like a little bit of that caramelly feeling as well. But then you have this very medicinal or apothecary kind of smell, I call it, where you have like all these essential oils and stuff. That's why it's like a lot of things coming to mind, like your camphor, your frankincense, myrrh, maybe some of eucalyptus as well. Like there's some sort of like this essential oil smell in the background. In the dry down, the tonka bean is the least tonka bean in a perfume. It's very, very less. You can barely notice the tonka bean in here. And then you have like a little bit of like those woody notes. Rose is not prominent at all. It's just giving this, if you smell Rose Absolute, it's like 2% of the perfume is Rose Absolute. It smells nice. It's very, very pretty. I don't see a person not enjoying this perfume unless it's peak summer and then I say this is your only choice. Then of course they're going to be like, I'd rather not. No, they would because they want to smell nice, But anyways, the projection is like 2 to 3 feet. Longevity is like 7 to 8 hours. 8 hours actually. It lasts like a very, very decent time. Feminine, unisex actually. This one would be like a perfect unisex. If a guy wears it, he'll also smell like a snack. But just thanks to that little aromatic thing going on, I think they can pull it off as well. Middle Eastern vibe? None. Not at all. It smells like a very nice gourmand with like a different twist with this little aromatic thing. I would give this a 9 out of 10 because it's a little late to the party. But because the blend is so good, that's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, right? And the celebrity is Billie Eilish because that was her original perfume. And every time I'll smell any perfume that smells like this, she'll come to mind. And the color perception is that taupe, but there's a specific type of taupe. Kind of like, I don't know, because in the camera, it's not looking exactly like how it looks in real life, There actually, when I put it oh yeah, there you go, you see that? Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's that dark taupe, Very beautiful fragrance. Oh my God, I love it so much. And I think I'll wear this today because I'm wearing dark clothes. Actually, I'm confused between cherry and this one. The black cherry is also so nice. Anyways, let me stop right here, end the video. That's why I told you, like, I was okay with filming this again, because I was like, I was actually thinking that thank God, at least these are not your generic perfumes, or like the perfumes I don't like with notes I don't like. At least this was like a very successful haul, which I thought was like, it's okay, I can review it again, I don't mind, you know. So lashes still in place. I'll end the video over here, guys, because I need to go to work now. So yeah, let me not like go on. I do have like 2 more hauls. So Paris Corner is gonna be like repeating in all the hauls. Before it used to be Khadlaj, but the next one does have 2 Khadlaj beauties, which I'm obsessing over as well. So I will do that probably day after tomorrow. Yeah, you'll probably see that video on Monday. Anyways, you will see this one definitely before the weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.